In the nerd community, overzealous fanboys are considered especially annoying. In the Gym City, these dedicated fans narrate and give their 2 cents on everything from Batman to pop figures. These fanboys are part of an elite squad known as the Token Nerd. These are their podcasts.
Hey everyone, welcome to Token Nerd Podcast, where we ramble on about geeky things ranging from Batman to pop figures to Star Wars. I'm Travis Lyinks.
And I'm Anthony Pettiford.
And we're here to tell you about a lot of different things. And today, we're going to start with movie news.
Movie news, bring it on.
Okay, so the first thing we got going on this week is news on the highly anticipated Lyinks Power Rangers reboot.
The one that we never thought was going to happen, which might slightly be better than the Ivan News movie.
Yeah, and I might have forgot it was happening.
Honestly, so did I. And apparently, so did the casting director, because I'll let you explain it. This is exciting news for the movie.
Yeah, according to the Hollywood Reporter, we've got the Hunger Games star Elizabeth Banks is going to be taking on the role of the evil Rita Repulsa.
Which is not awful casting. It's exciting because she's the only established actor in this movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I in my mind, I feel like they cast her because she played Effie Trinket in Hunger Games, and that kind of like weird acting is, or that persona that she had in that movie is what she's going to bring over to Rita Repulsa.
Yeah, and they needed a star because further on in the news we have information about other characters, and I don't know any of these guys or gals.
Neither do I. Not even slightly. I mean, since really all they've announced was the fact that Elizabeth Banks is going to be Rita Repulsa. I mean, even looking on this list, we have, I'm going to butcher his name, like Dakar Montgomery is going to be the Red Ranger, who, let me just say this, people always joked about how the Power Rangers show was a racist show because the Red Ranger was Hispanic, the Black Ranger was black, the Blue Ranger was a white guy, the white guy agent.
Yep.
But I kind of wanted that. I kind of wanted them to look like Jason, like he's supposed to be Jason, but maybe they'll change the name. Maybe like the Pink Ranger isn't going to be Kimberly in this.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to go back to the original names. Like, is there going to be a Jason, Kimberly, Trina, Zach, Billy, or are they just going to create a whole new cast and not honor the past?
I don't think they are. Well, on IMDb, I thought I saw that the Black Ranger was going to be named Zach, but I was expecting Zach to be, a black guy, whereas the character they casted, Louis Lin, is Hispanic. Yeah, he's Hispanic. No, he's Asian American or Asian Canadian.
He's Asian descent.
Yeah, I just sound like a jackass. But no, we have Dakar Montgomery as the Red Ranger, Naomi Scott as the Pink Ranger, Louis Lin as the Black Ranger, R.J. Filer as the Blue Ranger, and Becky Gomez as the Yellow Ranger. I'm going to assume that she's not
Asian.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there not a lot of news has been coming out about this, but we're less than a year away.
Yeah,
it comes out next year on the 13th.
Yeah, and January. It really kind of fell off the map.
Mm-hmm. I honestly forgot they were doing it at all until this happened.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be honest with you. As much as I grew up watching Power Rangers, but I'm not excited for this movie. Just like I wasn't excited for that fanfic or the fan movie that came out.
Yeah.
The super violent one. Like that just wasn't. That didn't appeal to me at all. It was a cool movie, but it wasn't Power Rangers. I don't know how you can, because Power Rangers is really campy. It's not like Batman where you can have the campy Batman and then you bring in the Nolan Batman.
Yeah.
Like it thrives off of this every day at 4:00 something bad happens.
Well, it also thrives off of being kind of cheesy, like it always kind of has been. It's I just don't know how you make it more movie. How do you make it are they going to try to take it back and say, oh, it's going to be cheesy, or are they going to try to make a big feature film that's
they're going to try to make it a darker.
Yeah, are they just going to try to make it a whole new Power Rangers? I don't know.
That's what I'm assuming. But I don't know. There's not a lot to be said for it. If you saw the Power Rangers Turbo movie, that was actually really good. That was structured very well because it brought in a brand new. It wasn't piggybacking so much on
Yeah.
the old one, but it kind of starts
Yeah.
something new.
That was just a bad transition out of Zeo to Turbo, though.
And
Like,
it
because
was.
Zeo didn't really end, and the Zords are still there somewhere, but they've never went anywhere unless
Well, they were talking about how like the power crystals or the energy source for them had died out.
Yeah, but
I mean, it was very ex machina. It was like,
it was
oops.
very, hey, we may have ran out of footage that we can convert from the Super Sentai series, and we really need to usher in some new kids, and here we go. Here's a whole new thing.
Yeah. But no, I mean, we have something to look forward to. Power Rangers is gonna come out in theaters January 13th, 2017. Which,
Get your tickets now.
but why? I want to get off this topic, but why set this movie for January?
Hey, there's nothing going on in January.
Nothing good ever comes from January, except for me. All right. If you want to move on down, we're going to talk about the Deadpool countdown. Just to let everyone know that exactly 1 week and 1 day from this airing,
From this recording.
from this
From this
airing, posting,
Yeah.
we will have the first Token Nerd movie review of
Dun
Deadpool.
dun dun.
But we're going to talk about a lot of fun things today. But I really wanted to point out just to you that you don't know what the most dangerous cancer is for males between the age of 15 and 45.
I believe it is testicular cancer.
You are right, my friend. It is testicular cancer. And Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool has left a PSA, excuse me, a PSA covering that, giving you an idea of how to check yourself once you're out of the shower.
Yes.
Obviously, it's very crude, very funny. I saw it on I saw it on YouTube this morning and died. And you told me this morning that there was also a breast cancer one that I didn't see.
There's also a breast cancer one that kind of goes through the steps of checking yourself, doing the self-testing and self-checking, which are vital, to making sure that you don't have these potentially deadly cancers.
And it was brought to us by obviously the Deadpool, but also Ball Boys, which is a cancer society located in, I believe, the UK.
Yeah, and I think it was a fun way for Deadpool to kind of an edgier movie to kind of touch on an edgier subject for superheroes.
But it's also because in this movie they talk about balls and they make all these cock jokes.
But it's got a good message. It's kind of reminiscent of like Tom Green back in the day, with his songs about testicular cancer and whatnot. So it's a fun way to kind of bring up the subject and kind of be tongue in cheek, and say, hey, I'm not your average superhero either.
Yeah, but it's something to look forward to because it comes out on February 12th. So once we have that out, we'll do I think we're going to do 2 reviews, a spoiler and a non-spoiler.
Uh-oh.
But with our luck with microphones and computers, it might just be a spoiler review and just
it's
get
just
it all
one
out of the way.
thing. Yeah. So, I mean, what's your opinion on the movie right now? Are you excited?
Yes, actually.
Are you going opening day?
No, Travis, I've never gone to No, of course I'm going opening day.
Do you have your tickets?
No, I do not have my tickets.
Nor do I.
But I wasn't excited for this movie because I was very anti-Deadpool because I was so tired of the hype. But this movie just genuinely looks fun.
Yeah.
It's going to take itself seriously in a sense, but at the same time, breaking the fourth wall. It's going to be making fun of the Green Lantern movie. It's going to be making fun of the X-Men Origins or Wolverine Origins Deadpool. And
and I think he just wants to kind of do it right.
Yeah.
He's kind of was. I don't know if he was forced into doing it wrong when he played in the Origins.
Well,
or what.
I mean, a lot of stuff's happening with movies. Like if you, it's out there. Have you read the Green Lantern script, the original one? What it's supposed to be.
I have not read it.
It's amazing. And then we ended compared to what it was supposed to be to what we got on film. I mean, it was garbage. And I didn't like Green Lantern. I made excuses for it, but it wasn't as bad. It wasn't. I can't really defend it. But it was supposed to be a lot better, and it was supposed to hit on the fact that there's so many different Green Lanterns instead of focusing on, this version of Hal Jordan was just sucky.
Yeah.
But, Deadpool's coming out. I'm excited. This might be the big thing that we need to change superhero movies. Who knows? This could be. I'm personally not for there being R-rated superhero movies because the whole point is the audience is younger viewers. Yeah. But Deadpool was never a PG-13 hero. It was always an R.
And the comic books aren't designed for kids anyway. I mean, this isn't like taking a superhero like, let's take Captain America and make him rated R. This is a superhero that was designed for adults from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So I don't really have a problem with that. I think some superheroes that are kind of designed for kids could transition to an R-rated situation, maybe like a Wolverine. If you did it separate from the X-Men,
Yeah, I can see
you
Wolverine.
could potentially do that. But yeah, I'm not for just making things rated R to make them rated R. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's where that's at. I
Yep.
mean, that's kind of all the movie news that we have for this week.
Yeah.
I want to really quick just knocked my water all over the floor.
We got a spill.
Yep. But anyway, we're gonna move on to TV news.
TV news.
As we kind of heard last week, TNT was set to. I think they announced back in 2014 that. I think it was early 15. It was either late 14, early 15. But they announced that TNT was going to write a script for a Teen Titans TV series, a drama, more like Smallville, less like Arrow. So it was kind of like I took it as it's going to be like the real world superheroes, like with all them living in the tower and then going off doing missions and stuff like that, and how they interact with each other. I was not for it. I know you're just now getting onto the CW superheroes.
Yeah.
You're watching Flash and a little bit of Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. I was not excited for this, and I was even happier to find out that TNT decided to drop the project altogether. But DC's Entertainment, excuse me, wow, I cannot talk today. Chief Creative Officer Jeff Johns, who also did Flash Rebirth, Green Lantern Rebirth, Blackest Night, Blackest Night, Brightest Day, and then even the Aquaman New 52 story.
Okay.
But he worked on. He basically said, yes, we have not. Even though TNT has not taken the project, they still have plans for the Titans in the TV-matic universe. My personal opinion. Oh, I'm gonna let you talk. What do you think of? Would you have been excited for a Teen Titans series that would feature like Nightwing and Starfire and Raven?
Not particularly.
Neither would I.
I mean, I would be interested in a Nightwing show more than I would a Teen Titan show.
See, because of Arrow, I like Nightwing. I love Batman's my thing.
Yeah.
But I don't want any of the Bat family in
the TV verse.
No.
What about Gotham?
I hate Gotham. I loathe Gotham. But no, it's with Nightwing you'd have to have Batman, and for stuff like I would just expect Batman to show up. But I think it would have been cool if the Titans were linked to the Arrow universe. It was Arsenal, because we know he's coming back in tonight. This is recorded on Wednesday night. He's coming on tonight.
And they kind of talk about Suicide Squad as well throughout the movie, right? I mean, throughout Arrow, they mention it here and there.
Yeah, but because of the movie,
they kind of canned it. They kind of canned all that.
But
I
like them.
Well, what I'm saying with that is that it's not uncommon for them to have outside influences in these shows that are on the CW.
Mm-hmm.
But I think DC's plan is to get as much of their material on TV as possible, regardless of what network it is. I mean, obviously we've got DC live action shows on 3 different networks already. So I think their goal is whoever will make a show, whoever will greenlight a show, will get it on there.
Yeah.
And we need to get as much of our stuff on there as possible, so that they're in front of you multiple days per week.
No, and I get that, but CW has that point perfectly for them. Like, especially with we're gonna bump Gotham out of the idea. Monday you have Supergirl, Tuesday you have Flash, Wednesday you have Arrow, Thursday you have Legends of Tomorrow.
Yep.
Friday you could have Teen Titans, and the Teen Titans could focus on Arsenal.
Yep.
We have Speedy, and we're starting to get Wally West in the Flash.
Yeah.
But we have this combined universe, and it would be annoying to then have it.
But is TNT owned by who owns TNT? Turner Network. So potentially, what I'm saying is that we may see it still cross over.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they pulled in Constantine.
Yeah, they did
after it got
canceled. Which and I get that, but my point is,
we got to take this kid's water away from him. He can't handle it. We'll get them a sippy cup.
But no, it just why establishes a great golden universe, and then it's like you don't want to put this in because it'll contradict with what you can't have a Green Arrow on this show and a Green Arrow on this show because it'll confuse people.
Well, I guess what I'm saying is that I don't know that it being on TNT stops that. I mean, as we've seen coming up, Flash is going to be on Supergirl. So what I'm saying is I don't know that it isn't going to be connected, because as it appears is that DC is kind of being the puppet master above the whole thing, and they're controlling what's going on in these shows, and they're trying to make them in ways that they can interconnect and interchange. So I don't know that it kills that, but the only thing that I think is interesting is that it's going to be on cable versus, like standard network TV. So that kind of puts a leg of your universe in a world that some people may not have access to. Because there are a lot of people cutting cable these days, but obviously it could be on Hulu or other things as well.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but what my big point is, and we'll use this as a segue to kind of talk about the breaking news, which is surprise! Even though they told us it wasn't going to happen, Flash is going to appear in a future episode of Supergirl.
Yes.
Where either, if for those of you who read comics, you know about the Crisis on Infinite Earths, which if you know anything about it, things don't always turn out best for Supergirl or Flash.
Yeah.
But in the TV universe, we're going to have an event where, as we've seen in Flash season 2, there have been multiple universes. We know Earth 1, Earth 2,
yep.
and whatever Earth 3 was Supergirl's going to exist, and where Superman also exists. But these but they are going to cross over, and I'm not sure they said it's going to be a 2-episode. Like we're going to have Flash and Supergirl. It's just going to be Supergirl. But we've heard that the multiverse thing is going to happen, and Flash will appear on Supergirl, where something's going to happen where the universe or realities are going to be in jeopardy, and the two of them are going to have to do something to save it.
Whoa.
Yeah. But that's my thing. The Flash can do that. So the Flash can interact if this is how they're going to do it, where he's falling into different universes.
Yep.
Which I thought was going to be how they were going to approach season 2, is Flash is just falling through multiple different universes.
Yeah, Flash is just all over the place.
Instead of a monster of the week, it's a universe of the week.
Yeah, universe of the week.
But
that doesn't get confusing real fast.
No, but that's the problem with Teen Titans, is that it would have to be a different universe.
Yeah.
But cause I want everything. I've got to the point where I want it all in one universe, but
yeah.
But so we don't have a lot of information yet. We just know that Flash will appear on Supergirl, and I'm very excited to see the two interact. To the point where I wish that this crisis something bad's gonna happen in this crisis where Superman and all the Justice League characters are going to either die, and Supergirl and her friends and some of her enemies like Red Tornado, or her allies will be Red Tornado and Martian Manhunter, will be brought over into CW-ish. Or I call it the Amelverse. So Stephen Amell's universe.
Yeah.
Where Arrow is our Batman and basic So that I'm rambling.
He's nerding.
Yeah. So I would love that all to be in one universe. Cut Superman. We don't have to have Superman, Wonder Woman, or Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't need the Trinity. Personally, I don't really want them in there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is me talking and not really meaning anything, but it'd be cool if there was a Justice League of America for TV. I mean, bring in some of those secondary characters.
Legends of Tomorrow.
I mean, yeah, but you get what I'm saying. Like a team that uses some of those third-rate characters that Justice League of America uses, and kind of pulls them in, because the comics that came out 2 years ago, when they kind of relaunched.
Oh, the JLA. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, they can really do anything they want with TV, because TV is the perfect place for comics to be, because they're generally short stories that can start, end, and have an overarching story across seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So, TV is the perfect place for it.
And I've always said that I prefer having a TV.
Yeah.
I'm still going to see the movies. I'm still excited for Batman v Superman, but I almost rather Batman be on a TV show than a movie.
Yeah.
Because I can get longer stories.
Yeah, I think with Batman, it ends up being a stunt budget and all that kind of stuff. His garb alone would probably bust a TV budget if it was done correctly. If all this stuff was done correctly.
Yeah, but we've seen we always talk about other YouTube channels. If you listen to Bat in the Sun, they have superhero. Gosh, I'm blanking out today.
He's just having a rough day.
It's not Superhero Roundhouse, but it's
It's something like a Roundhouse.
Where they fight. There was a Batman versus Predator, Batman versus Deadpool, Batman versus Vader. The guy who they have in that is awesome.
Yep.
It's driving me crazy. I can't remember what the name is. Anyway, but yeah. But speaking of Legends of Tomorrow, because that is the Justice League of
Of the TV world.
Of the TV world.
Yep.
But they, if you watch the early episodes of The Flash season 1, there's a point where Flash goes to there's a gun shop that gets robbed, and the name of that place is the All-Star Wild West gun shop. And if you know anything about comics, that's Jonah Hex. Like, that's the comic that Jonah Hex appeared in.
Yep.
We also heard rumor back in 2014 they were developing an Hour Man show. And then, obviously, Constantine has now been brought over to this universe, and they're saying that these characters are going to appear in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yes.
Also, one really, really, really cool fact is that the Legends of Tomorrow characters will interact with a alternate timeline of Oliver Queen from the future,
Yes.
who will have one arm, just like he did in Batman Dark Knight Returns.
Yes. I also hear he's going to have a goatee.
Hell yeah, he is getting a goatee.
Yeah.
And everyone's more excited about the goatee. I'm like, he's going to have one arm!
Nah, but he's going to have some facial hair. It's going to be sweet.
But, yeah, that's... overall, I'm excited. I'm happy what's happening in that universe.
Yeah.
I'm excited that, at this point, the creators are just able to do whatever they want.
Yep.
They can give us, unlike, Smallville, which was a good show at the time,
Yeah.
but we're getting so much. We're
Yeah,
getting
'cause
so many possibilities that are out there.
They've been able to go a lot deeper. Like, they've understood that fans are not... they don't just have to have the big guys. Like, they can, pull in these characters that were... kind of the B-rate characters and put them on a show, and people will still watch it.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm waiting for a Doom Patrol show.
Yeah. And the thing is, Legends of Tomorrow is kind of a good sounding board for let's bring in some characters that we maybe want to make a show for, and see how they do on Legends of Tomorrow. Put them in a couple episodes, and if they do well and fans react well, maybe those people get a show. It's a good way to kind of do that. It's and all the shows are really. You could have somebody roll out of Flash or Arrow the same way.
Well, yeah. Well, if you even watch the CWC, they had Vixen, which was their animated series, which was a 5-minute episode, and they're actually bringing her into the live-action episode. And they can say, heck, if it goes well enough, she might get her own series, which is a big point because we have Agent Carter, but this will be the first female-led superhero show.
Yes.
Which is very exciting.
Female-led on network. Well, no, Supergirl.
Oh.
How do we just talk about Supergirl and you forgot about Supergirl?
Because
I haven't watched it.
Well, then let me rephrase it. Then it'll be a big deal because it'll be the first
CW?
African American female lead.
Okay. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I mean, but that's a big step because we have Kendra Saunders, who's Hawk Girl.
I was gonna say she's the Hawk Girl, right?
Yeah. She's some kind of color this
Yeah.
And then we have John Diggle, we have Iris and
Yes.
Joe West, but we don't have any aside from obviously Hawk Girl, we don't have any other superheroes. So, and Vixen is a powerhouse. She showed that she can be, not as fast as Flash, but she's fast.
Yeah.
And her powers are pretty awesome because she has a totem that channels her into any animal in the animal kingdom. So that's something exciting. But I kind of use this in the transition to talk about things that are really cool, to things that probably won't be as cool.
Yep.
Earlier this week,
we got a screenshot, right? Like a picture.
Yeah, we got a screenshot of Cartoon Network releasing their new cartoon show, which is going to be called. And we heard that there was going to be a JLA cartoon, and I was like, finally! And I'm not sure this is the one that Bruce Timm said he was going to be a part of. I really hope to God it's not. I mean, I'm praying this is not the one they're talking about. But we have Justice League Action. And Cartoon Network has announced that it's going to be airing 15-minute episodes for this new series, which is going to be more along the lines of shows like Steven Universe, which is amazing. If you haven't seen Steven Universe, it's a gem.
Yep.
Steven Universe, that's a funny joke. Adventure Time regular show, and unfortunately,
so the show would be like a 30-minute show with two 15
episodes in it. Yes.
So it's kind of like Looney Tunes, where there's multiple episodes within the same show.
Mm-hmm. But they had a show. They had Batman: Brave and the Bold, which handled this very well. It started out very campy. I mean, it was very much the Batman '66 cartoon.
Yeah.
And it covered so many different superheroes. But the exciting thing about this new series is that Kevin Conroy is returning as the voice of Batman.
Yes.
Who is the voice of the early Batman animated series and even the Batman Arkham games.
He's the Batman I hear when I read Batman comics.
He's the Batman I hear when I talk to myself. But we'll also be getting the iconic, the man who has defined
Wait.
Mark Hamill's returning as a Joker. Which is exciting. He said he was not going to do it again.
Yeah, he did. I remember seeing that interview, or it was he did it where he said he wasn't going to do it anymore.
They said first they said Arkham City was going to be it, then Arkham Knight was going to be it, and now I hope this isn't it. I hope this doesn't go out on
I mean, I know
action.
I know he.
He said he was going to do Killing Joke, the animated adaptation.
Really?
Killing Joke, yeah.
I mean, I know he. He's done it for so long that he's. I'm not saying he's done with the voice, but I think he wants somebody else to kind of take on their take on it.
And there have been pretty decent ones, but the thing is, both him and Kevin have been voicing these Batman and Joker for 25 my entire life, 25 years.
I kind of feel like it was a package deal. It was like, okay, we'll both do it because we did.
And I could see them doing that. They said they were friends.
That Batman only talks to that Joker.
Yeah. But if you ever listen to Batman on Batman, they did an interview with Kevin Conroy, or not Kevin Conroy. They did do an episode with Kevin Conroy, but they also did one with Mark Hamill, where they said they did a QVC special where the two of them were selling stuff on QVC, and because they were on it together, it sold out of everything. So for a good half hour, they just were like making fun of each other, talking to each other in the voices. They said it was awesome.
Yeah.
I've looked everywhere for that footage and I can't find it, but they said it was really cool.
Yeah. So I mean, with the cartoon coming up, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. I have no expectation. I'm excited they got those guys back to do the voices. It's a good sit down for 15 minutes, maybe 30 if it's good. But
I'm excited if it's going to be like Batman Brave and the Bold or Steven Universe, but I don't want a Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Where it's just kind of like, because even if you look at the image, they look young. They look very small and kiddie.
Yep.
And I understand Cartoon Network is targeted at
younger children.
Younger children.
Because this isn't a part of Adult Swim or anything like
No.
that. It's targeted towards the kids.
But Steven Universe at the same time is also, and even Adventure Time and regular show, they're all, this are for kids, but there's underlining things like Steven Universe. I mean, there's very interesting plot devices that are in that, and I don't know. I'm already starting to cast judgment because I'm afraid it's going to turn into a Teen Titans Go.
You're always trying to put things down before they start.
I do, but I'm happy to be wrong. I would be happy to be wrong.
Yep.
But speaking of promising, a sequel, we were promised that we were going to get a new Justice League show, and we all thought it was going to be Bruce Timm. In
comic news,
we were promised that, and this is convenient that it's coming out at the same time as Civil War. But we
wouldn't want to confuse people,
Yeah, why? But we're having Civil War 2 in the Marvel Comics now that we are all combined to the Marvel Earth 616 Prime after the Secret Wars.
Yeah.
But they released to the Washington Post the first cover for Marvel's Civil War 2 Issue 0.
Issue 0.
I'll be honest with you, I just don't care. I know
I wish I had more time to read comics. I might read it then, but
I mean, I just don't feel like
I saw the
cover.
cover.
Weight of anything anymore because we keep rebooting.
Yeah, I saw the cover. I did not recognize She-Hulk on the cover.
It makes her very.
It just doesn't look like her. I'm just kind of from the cover. I'm uninterested.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not saying it's too quick to throw in another major event, but I mean the Secret Wars just ended, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean
we're just ended.
Like, give us a couple of just like goody 2-shoe issues here, and like let everything kind of settle in, get our feet wet in what this new universe is before you drop a whole new major battle.
Well, there will be time because it's not coming out until the movie comes out.
Yeah, but the reason this is coming out is to help build hype around the movie. I mean, that's 100% the reason they're calling it Civil War. But I feel like it would be confusing, say, if you were a novice to the comic book scene, or if you were a kid that went and saw all these Marvel movies. Maybe you're like 9 years old, and you convinced your mom to take you to the comic book store. And you were like, oh, Civil War 2, I bet this is what happens after the movie. Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Like I really wish I could talk more about this for you guys, but it's I just cannot. Like, I'm gonna read the new Miles Morales Spider-Man
Yes.
comic.
We were both going to read that.
Yeah, because I really like the Miles comics.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably my favorite newer introduced character in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, same here. And I wanted to like other things that have gone on, but
it was just hard this past year. I tried to get back in. I started reading comics again last summer, trying to catch up with a lot of stuff that I missed that was going on. I'm a Hulk fan myself, so I read a lot of Hulk. And then I was like, oh, let's check out these major events that have been going on. And then I was like, oh, what's the Secret Wars thing? Okay, I'll pick up a couple issues of it. And I was like, I don't understand what the heck's going on here. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know if maybe I was too far removed, because I feel like I still knew what was going on in the Marvel Universe, paying attention to the internet and such. But, I was reading a few of those issues, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. And maybe we're just haters. I mean, we didn't like Age of Ultron either. But maybe we just really hate their events. I don't know. But it just did not pull me in enough to be that interested.
Yeah, I just don't care for Marvel events, like you said.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
I love the characters.
Yeah.
I love the Marvel characters. Like, I'm always like, man, they look cool. They usually have, like, an attitude that I can get into. But, like, a lot of times in the events and things, when they bring them all together, I'm not a fan. I just don't know.
Have you read any of the new Miss Marvel?
I have not.
That's definitely...
Is it worth checking out?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
okay.
It's really good. Because
should we check it out on Comic Historian?
Yeah. Well, yes. Actually, he does have a...
okay.
Being the comic historian, which we seem to plug every episode, but yes, he does.
We like this guy.
He does have a video where he shows Miss Marvel, and it's.
I feel like I need to take an entire day and just watch Comic Historian.
I do. Like when I'm at work, I just sit there and plug it in. And I just listen to. I just make a playlist and I just go through it, and they're so good, so good. But I mean, this comic could be really cool because it's Bendis, and we even have David Marquis going into it, and he did the art for the end run of the Miles Morales Spider-Man comics, which I really liked, or Ultimate Spider-Man at the time.
Yes.
So I just can't get. I'm trying to get on board. I really am. But it's gonna follow a fight between I don't know what's happening honestly between Iron Man is going to be one side as it was in the original Civil War, and then we're gonna instead of Captain America, we're gonna have Captain Marvel.
He hasn't been back long enough to cause a whole lot of trouble since that Steve Rogers book doesn't start until I don't believe it started until like the early spring or late spring.
Yeah, but I don't know. Once it comes out, like since we're sitting here talking badly about it, we're gonna have to pick up Zero Issue and
check it out,
and we'll comment on it, and then we'll go to CincyCon or not CincyCon. Yeah, it'll probably be CincyCon or next year's C2E2. We'll go to a panel. We'll hate it, and then everyone's gonna love this.
Yeah, unless we went to NYCC or something,
Yeah, fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get to that one. Definitely.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun the 1 year I went. So we just need people to go so we can drop the cost. Or if you just happen to be there and we become friends between then and now, we can maybe just stay there.
Since I we'll share a room with you. But no, so that's there's a lot going on in comic news, but that's the only one that really caught my eye.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't really talk about video game news because I'm sitting here holding my breath for Kingdom Hearts to do something. But instead, the ever fun Lego franchise.
Yes, they're back.
They're back.
And they're trying to go for a home run franchise here.
Yeah, they went. Well, and they've done Star Wars.
Yeah, they've done Star Wars
and
before.
It's been really cool. But they released the trailer. The one I saw was the leak trailer for Star Wars Episode 7: The Force Awakens. Lego, or obviously Lego was fine. But the trailer that I saw, it's almost scene for scene of what that original teaser was.
Only done in Lego.
Yeah,
which made it super cute.
I love the
BB-8.
The BB-8 rolling. There's a scene with you see Poe flying in his X-wing, and he's flying through the water. It's like there's water, and he turns on the windshield wipers, and it doesn't work right away. You see the First Order troopers, like when they're all staying in line and they're on the ship, and then like someone throws their helmet at another one. That's funny. You see Rey on her speeder, and there's like a bumper sticker on it that says "BB on board." Yeah. I thought that was hilarious. And then you see Finn. Oh, that Lego is sweaty as heck. It's so funny. And then we have a Kylo Ren, and he pulls out his crossguard lightsaber. He throws it like he does when he's in the snow, and only the crossguard part works.
That's
And he
the
swings it again, only the front part works, and he gets hella angry. I mean, it's cute. I mean,
Yeah,
I definitely.
it was fun. It was a lot of fun seeing it. It's always a lot of fun to see those Lego, minifigs kind of acting out things in these trailers. And really, I mean, at the end of the thing, they show what systems is for. Basically, if you own a system that looks like in the past like 5 years, there's going to be one. There's going to be one for your system. And we'll make sure to put a link in the show notes, so you guys can go check that out as well.
Oh, that's great. But I'm excited for it. Like I said, I am not surprised, because of course you're going to want to put this out there. I've seen some complaints online that why not just wait till 8 and 9 come out? Oh, that's a long time, idiot.
Yeah, that's all.
Like, people get on my nerves when they complain about stuff. Like,
there could have been a Rogue One game coming too. Who knows?
And I guess I'm going to go back real quick to some movie news.
Movie news.
The Boba Fett movie has been dropped. They're not going to do it.
Wait. So wasn't that a bolt-on to the Han Solo movie?
No, there was going to be
like a separate one.
There was rumor, and I think that's the one Josh Trank was working on.
Okay, because there was like the slash in the original announcement.
Oh,
Han Solo / Boba Fett.
I didn't hear that. I just heard that they're not doing it. Maybe that's what it's going to be. Is now it's going to be a Han Solo Boba Fett movie.
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't need a Boba Fett movie. The reason that Boba Fett works is because he's only on screen for roughly 15, 17 minutes, something like that. And, the excitement behind him is that you don't really know anything about him. I feel like I learned enough to know that his dad was the clone guy.
Jango Fett.
Yeah, he was the guy that was the guy from all the clones. He was really kind of ticked off. He kind of took on the family, business of being a bounty hunter. And that's all I need to know.
Yeah. But, that's... Like I said, that's it. We have short news for both comics and video game. Well, let's move on to a topic that we both really enjoy.
Toys. Toy news.
And this one's kind of more of a reminder, because I'm excited. I'm a big Harley Quinn fan, and
Who's not said that before on the show?
I haven't.
You have.
Okay, I was like, I can catch with the sarcasm. But no, Hot Topic will be having a Valentine's Day special Harley Quinn exclusive figure, which will feature the beloved character in pink and white.
I was going to say, yeah, it was pink and white, right?
And it's the same model. They've already released this same figure.
Yep.
It's her leaning on her signature mallet.
Yep.
But
it's a way to reuse the mold and
easy.
keep making more in different colors. Yeah.
And instead of there being diamonds, it now has hearts on her side.
Different paint masks.
Yeah. And instead of having little angry eyes, her eyes are just wide open. It's a cute little figure.
Yeah.
Nothing incredible. Like you said, it's the same mold. It's just a way to get extra money. It's not like how they had their exclusive Harley Quinn roller derby figure, which was a complete
different sculpt.
Yeah, it's different sculpt. And it was really cool. This is a little bit lazy, but they got me. I'm gonna buy it anyway.
He's gonna have one.
Yeah. So I didn't say when it officially comes out in stores. I'm assuming it's gonna be Valentine's Day, but you can order online. They are available online.
Are they shipping now, or are they shipping?
They are shipping.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
it's sold out.
It is sold out on Hot Topic.
Out.
You got to get on Amazon, or you got to get on the Facebook page, and I saw some people who had them already, and they are selling them, but they were selling them for like $30. Yeah, forget that.
Just wait. You'll find it. Yeah, you'll find it.
It's not like if it was a special mold, I would.
Well, and Pop doesn't really put out the numbers that they make either, but I assume that even on an exclusive, you're talking big numbers. If they're in Hot Topic, I mean, it's not 100 of these things. This is thousands of these things.
Yeah. And let's be honest, their exclusives aren't always that amazing. Like if you walk into my living room, my loft, I have three, basically four. No, three. 3 Batman Arkham Asylum figures.
Yep.
One is the regular one, one's in blue, and one is like all blue. And I don't know why I bought it. When I think about it, it's like I really got caught in the whole exclusives.
I mean, they make a lot of money off of putting the word exclusive on things, and not just Pop. A lot of people do that. Yeah. So it's not it's a way.
It's not a rare thing. It's very common.
Yeah, it's a marketing thing. So.
But speaking of Pop figures,
we got more Pop news on the way for you. Lots of stuff going on in the world of Pop.
Yeah, Pop. But anyway, so before Funko requested this image be taken down, a release, and I'm not sure if I know when things get leaked nowadays, they usually take it down, try to get off of all the websites,
But
and
it's
they
already
post
out
it.
there.
Yeah. And they do an official post. But this morning, I saw the leak of the Suicide Squad. I know we talked about this in our 2016 anticipated list, but
Yep.
they showed the first view of the Suicide Squad Funko Pop series.
Yes, they did.
And Travis, my friend, they are kind of cool looking. We're looking at when I say cool looking, there are some that are really cool and there's some that are lame, but that's not Funko's problem.
That's character design.
That's character design. But no, I mean this got taken down right away. But the series is going to feature the Joker, Harley Quinn, which I'm excited to have a new Harley Quinn figure, to add on to my Valentine's
obsession
Day
with this character.
Deadshot, El Diablo, Katana, Rick Flag, Captain Boomerang, and Killer Croc. This will be the second Killer Croc figure to come out.
Yeah, the first one was super cool though.
The first one was awesome. And
this one's kind of.
And this one.
I mean, again, I thought that the character looked a lot better in the movie than I expected, but I mean, I guess he's not that good. It didn't translate to a pop figure.
This world they really rely on tattoos. We have the Jared Leto Joker, which he has his arm out.
Well, they're in prison. So.
Yeah, no eyebrows.
Yeah,
he's got all his little. It's shirtless. He has all his tattoos, and he has his little purple glove on, little purple medical glove on. We have the Harley Quinn, the slutty Harley Quinn. I'll say it. I don't like her. I don't like her look, but that's out there.
You don't like the hair?
I don't like the hair. I just don't like the fishnets and the short shorts and but that's not the pop issue. That's the character design.
Well, I've heard though. I mean, I can't confirm this that in the New 52, this is more kind of Harley's look. I mean, not exactly, but
not exactly.
It's not the old animated series Harley Quinn.
No. But I will say that I find yes, in the New 52, she wears short shorts, but it's not like she's wearing torn fishnets,
fishnet leggings and such.
And she's like it's. I don't know. To me, it's more tasteful. Anyway, then we have Will Smith's Deadshot, and he's wearing his mask. You can see a little bit of the brown Will Smith skin.
I bet you we're going to see a without the mask exclusive somewhere.
Hot Topic exclusive.
Or Amazon or any other store. Loot Crate, maybe Funko. What's that thing called? DC.
The Legends.
Legends. There we go.
You're right. That might actually be the one.
Yeah.
And then we have El Diablo, which. Just is a dude with face tattoos and
like a question mark on his forehead or something.
It's like a question mark, like backwards 7.
Yeah.
And then he's wearing like a Letterman jacket.
Yep.
But the one that I think the coolest one to me is Katana.
And there's never been a Katana, right?
No.
Yeah, this is the first one in pop figure form.
Yeah, and I mean she's very lean, so I'm assuming she's on a platform. But I mean she's got her sword. I'm excited to see what they do with her head because she has like not spiky hair, but her hair kind of goes down to little spikes and. I've never seen Funko or any pop figures be that detailed with their hair.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see actually a lot of these the sculpts for them because they look. I mean, I know Funko's really stepped up, like coming out with like original sculpts for things, obviously in the past couple of years, but these ones look kind of challenging for pop.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the standard big black eyes with like square shaped head. There's a lot of like sculpting going on in the bodies and in the heads. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, then we also have Rick Flag, which, just nothing amazing. We have Captain Boomerang, which just was like a soccer hooligan. I don't know. I think it's lame. And then we also have, obviously, Killer Croc, who his head's going to have, like, scale textures, but it looks kind of boring to me. But granted, this is all concept art of the figures. This isn't an actual... these aren't actual photos of the figures.
Yes, this is concept art, just vector type things. So we'll see how it turns out. I mean, again, like I said, the sculpt is what I'm interested to see because there is what I would say some seriously challenging stuff there for Funko and Pop. Let's see here, toy news. We are nearly out. Just a quick toy news roundup. Other things we saw this week were the Hot Toys revealed the armored Batman from Batman vs. Superman.
So good.
As always, it's going to have a ridiculous amount of articulation and cost you a whole lot of money, but it's going to be well worth it if you have those dollars to spend. If you haven't seen this, I definitely recommend Googling and checking this thing out because it's literally like Ben Affleck standing on your bookshelf, but in like 1/6 scale.
Yeah.
So if you are into that kind of thing, or you have the funds to purchase one of those, I would definitely recommend checking out the Hot Toys version of the Armored Batman. Another quick news thing that we've got here is the Marvel Legends series is back with another release. Looks like the new release is going to feature Captain America, big surprise, since Captain America Civil War is coming out. Never would have thought they would go with that. But it's got a whole bunch of guys in it, actually, this time. A couple of different versions of Captain America. Let's see, it's got few other people that I'm not 100% sure who they are. And of course, the Build-A-Figures. So if you buy all of those, you will gather another figure that you can build. In the past, they've done like Hulkbuster and things like that. So this time, the Build-A-Figure is not listed in this press release. But it does feature 2 Captain Americas, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s Mockingbird, it has Demolition Man, Whirlwind, Taskmaster, Cottonmouth, and Sharon Carter from Agent Carter. So,
Carter?
What?
Agent Carter?
Sharon Carter.
Oh,
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., sorry. So it's a character called Sharon Carter. You watch the show.
She's in the comics, not in that.
Well, then maybe she's in the comic then. But anyway, it looks like a relatively cool series, and the Build-A-Figure, once it's put together, actually, it looks really cool. The character is
it's
really well done.
Redhead, or not Redhead?
Red Skull.
Red Skull.
Yeah, and like a ginormous suit
from
thing,
what was it called? Axis.
Yeah.
Which another event that I just didn't.
Yeah. So if you're interested in checking those out, I definitely recommend heading over to Big Bad Toy Store. We also mentioned them a lot on this show, but they are a great source for any kind of toys that you're looking for. The Hot Toy would be over there as well. So that's really all we caught this week on toy news. But we're going to go ahead and, I guess, end this episode. I mean, that's really all we got. So I'd just like to say, thanks for listening to this episode of Token Nerd Podcast. And if you like what we're doing here, make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe. It really helps us out as far as we getting out there. Yeah. And if you really, really like what we're doing and you think some of your friends might like it, why don't you go ahead and share it on your favorite form of social media, maybe Facebook, Twitter, wherever you want to go, Instagram, anywhere. And if you do share, make sure to go ahead and follow us on Twitter at token_nerd, or Instagram at token_nerd. That also really helps us out. We like to post things like photos of our toys, photos of things like news that we catch throughout the week when we're not recording, and also it's a good way to keep up with our latest episodes. But again, we'd like to thank you for checking out this week's episode where we talked about things like the Deadpool movie, Lego Star Wars games, Civil Wars 2, Suicide Squad pops, and a whole bunch more things throughout the week. I guess that's it. So I'm just going to say, I'm Travis.
I'm Anthony.
And we are Token Nerd Podcast, but stay spicy, my friend.